Yo, what's going on? It's Dono Sio here, and we are here chatting with Milky.
Could end your life on the ground that you step, so wind in your neck. Better bring out your best or get lost and left. Realest and the illest, we sick till I
say we sick to the bone we is, sick of the lives we live.
Me and Luca met, how long ago is it now? We figured this out the other day, didn't we?
Like 2-3 years ago?
Yeah, 2-3 years ago. We were both making music. We had in similar circles. Well, our first time meeting each other was in session with a producer, friend of ours, and we kind of hit it off on the music and in the session, and it's kind of grew from there. Really, we've been collaborating on both our solo projects for a number of years now, and it just kind of felt right this year to start putting together some of this music that we've been making for a long time, and it felt like it needed an output. So that's how Dono Sio has been born.
The first few times we were in a room together, we did it with some other people as well. And I think every single time it always felt like we could go off and do a little thing ourselves. And also every single time we never really thought of an artist project, and while making music, which made it just so relaxing. There's no tension and no stress. We just make what feels right in the moment. And then I think after like a year of making music, we were just like, oh shit, I think we've got a sound here, I think we've got an artist project here, and that's why it just felt so natural.
I think sort of further on from what Luca said, I guess it's that feeling of when you work on your solo projects, for each of us this is, I feel like you put so much meaning behind every song, and you feel like you want to be in such a strong direction, and sometimes it's actually just fun to hit a session and make something because you feel like making that, you know, something that maybe doesn't fit into your normal kind of genre of music that you tend to make. And I guess that's kind of what we've done really. We've just realized that actually it's nicer to not have so much pressure on things and sort of have this another output to just get more music out there really. You want to add something?
I was just going to say, I feel like with solo projects as well, like you just have such a face and identity attached to it that it does put so much pressure on things, and you're like, okay, well, you know, this is my life, this is my existence, this is what I'm seeing from my eyes every single day. I kind of have a bit of pressure to say the right thing because that is my life. But I feel like, you know, having this duo project, you do have a little escape. It's like, okay, I can play a character for a day, I can be something different for a day, and it's a good way to express yourself.
We made this song maybe coming on like maybe almost up to 2 years ago. We made songs a while back, and it was in kind of like a 2-day session. We made a bunch of songs. This particular song sort of just came together so quickly. The song's called Sick, and we play on the themes of like the sickness within the world, in society. And that was a theme that we carried throughout the lyrics, I guess. And also within the visuals that we ended up making for the song, that was like, we kind of stuck around them themes, I think, for the song was important.
As literally saying, it was supernatural. It was very grungy. We made it with producer Benji, one of our mates. He's very good at making grungy, coming of age, you know, emo-y. He makes music in his like parents' garage, and it's like, it's all sick and a bit teeny and a vibe. I think it definitely falls, he helped push it towards that kind of sound and style. I think the one I quite like in the chorus, it just is like, sick to the bone we is, sick on the, there's a lyric at the end, sick on the floor, don't slip. I don't know. It's a good lyric.
I know, it's simple. The hook is so catchy, so what can we do?
Well, I'm half Serbian. I grew up in Serbia for a bit of my life, and I've always wanted to shoot a music video there. I do a lot of music videos for work, and I've always just wanted to go out there and just use the space. I feel like I've always like owed Serbia a bit of something, so I've always wanted to go and make something out there. So I always said it jokingly. I always said to my mates, like, let's go do something in Serbia, and then Lucci was just dumb enough to say yeah. So we just started reaching out to creatives in Serbia. We started reaching out to DPs and editors, and these two lovely dudes, Veljko and Danilo, were just like, we really like the idea, we really like the song. I put together a treatment, and yeah, on our way we kind of went there and we were just like, oh shit, we're actually doing it. Yeah, that's kind of our reasoning for going, and it was, I think, completely worth it. It was just like so good.
I also feel like particularly for this song, because we have a bunch of other songs that we've wanted to shoot visuals for, because visuals are definitely something that we've put an importance on in for every release that we're going to be doing. But this song in particular, I think we just like Belgrade, the brutalist kind of architecture of Belgrade. It just captured exactly like the feeling we wanted to have for the music video. The whole music video is shot in black and white. Like it feels grungy. It feels grungy, just like the sound of the song, you know. So yeah, I'm excited for you guys to see it a lot. This one's a good one. Oh, that's hard. We have one of our sort of main shots, kind of the big sort of, I guess, the money shot of the video was we were at Genex Tower, which is like quite an iconic building block in Belgrade, and we had this huge glass panel. That was absolute drama for us to go and collect and get sorted for this shoot, but we managed to pull it together. But just this shot, just capturing like this angle that lots of people, I guess, in Belgrade know this place as well, so it's very iconic. And just the angle that we got it, we have like the camera shooting upwards and we're standing with the Genex Tower behind us. We both did performances up there, but every time I see that, I think even people that don't know it's coming in the video, it's that sort of moment where they're like, yo, what the fuck? How the hell did they do it? Yeah, they're mad. Yeah, we had to like bring in random Serb people to come and help us out. Like we were just getting, it was one of them videos where like so many people helped us out. There's so many people we should thank for it as well. But like even just getting that shot together, we had to go and collect it from the guy ourselves. Had to bring out this 200 kg big panel of glass. It was crazy, but that was probably my highlight. What was yours?
To be honest, I was desperate for Lucci to go out in Belgrade. We were like slammed every single day, just doing things. Like we thought we had off days, but we didn't, because we were just going to buy like random props and stuff. But one night during the shoot, after the shoot on like a Friday or a Saturday, there was like a Romany gypsy dance party in town, and we like after the shoot we were like, oh yeah, we're just gonna go like chill, sleep, because we didn't want to seem unprofessional. So we went out and it was so good. They were like throwing like money, everyone was busting it down. It was so good. It was like the most perfect party you could have seen, because it was just so jokes. But yeah,
Still hit it for the next day of shooting.
Yeah. We walked in like, oh yeah, got loads of sleep. We were dying.
Nowadays in music, like I think a lot of attention into visuals, especially longer form visual content, you know, music videos particularly, are getting left behind by a lot of like upcoming artists. And I think it's an art form that like should not be left behind. It's always been very iconic in music. And I think like we've just wanted to have an importance on that for this project, you know, allowing ourselves to take a little bit more time per release to make sure we have a strong visual element to it as well. A theme that's always been with the videos that we've made together, even before Dono Sio was born, like, and we would collaborate on each other's music videos and stuff like that. We always have like definitely a strong like narrative as well within the visuals. It's not all just solid performance. Like we want to tell a story. I think it's still evolving. I think it is still evolving. I think we are getting better at figuring out how we work and kind of the direction that we want to be as a duo together. But I think that's just come with a lot of just like making music without having a direction in mind, you know what I mean? And being allowed to be creatively free. You know, sometimes we might go into the studio and make like a real coming of age indie tune, and then we might want to go and make some sort of like old 2000s R&B hip hop kind of vibe, and both of them should feel in the same world, because, you know, it is us at the core, you know? And like we talk about this a lot. I don't think there is like loads of other duos out there. I think duo bands are not as common these days, and I think like there's definitely room for that, especially here in the UK. So we here, I guess.
100%. I think it's like any big city. I think like with LA and New York and London, really, there is so much music going on. And I think I moved up here from Brighton, and I feel like I just got even more confused when I moved here with music, just because you go to every single party and everyone's like, I'm a musician, I'm an artist, which is obviously great and it's amazing people are making music, but just sometimes you just get a bit taken back by it and you just get a bit confused. And I feel like it is a tricky scene to get into, and I feel like if you can remove yourself from, you know, meeting a lot of people and kind of building a little group by yourself and getting some really core good friends in music, I think that helps so much. And that's how you can kind of get into the scene, by just, you know, having some really, really good friends and a good group in music, and kind of build on that, as opposed to, I feel like everyone's always like network. But I feel like, yeah, just having good mates and trying to make music with them and have natural organic rhythm between you, that's the way to do it. And I think we've got that going on with Dono Sio.
Oh yeah. pure success. So much success.
Money, money,
Loads of fans, money. No, no, we're I feel like we've like I said earlier, I think we take a lot of time with like the releases, making sure that the visual content is done well and to the level that we want it to be at. The next 12 months is definitely we've got this single sit coming out, and we should have another single towards the end of the year as well that we're really excited about. And then next year, I think we're going to stay on the single vibes for a while and just see how they start rolling out. But I think I would like to think in 12 months' time, we'll be putting a small body of work together, you know, like an EP, something to just like really introduce Dono Sio to the world and build from there really. But yeah, just expect to see cool music videos, fun shit, you know what I mean? That's what Dono Sio is all about.
They say we sick to the bone we is, sick of the lives we live, sick on the floor, don't slip.
Sick to the bone, used to fake being sick just to go home. Used to be reckless and out of control. No restraints, the boy brought to free roam. I stay nonchalant, lifeless sit from the other side. A day in my shoes, think otherwise. I don't have no time for these other guys, they don't have a drive.
I've probably said this before to you guys, but I think my biggest musical influence is, I'm going to say Childish Gambino. I think he's just an all-round great creative, you know, like he's just strong in every department, and I feel like I've tried to channel like his kind of music in a lot of my early music and still to today. So I'm going to say him.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
No explanation needed. Going on off the back of Childish Gambino, Ludwig Göransson, producer.
Okay. Yeah. Oh no, I back that. Yeah. Cool. I've got to say probably Tommy Richmond's EP. It's called The Rush. We love that together. Yeah. Big fans.
Green Street Hooligans or L'Haim. Is it L'Haim? L'Haim? All the French people are going to diss me now. And Hannah Montana, she just gets to live her life, innit? A High School Musical. We're soaring, we're flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can reach.
He's going to say that. I'm going to go like that I first love to sing and play. It's going to be maybe some early Ed Sheeran, A-Team vibes, you know.
I wanna be a billionaire.
Yeah, also another tune, to be fair. Yeah, we'll go with them. My first ever concert that I went to was actually to go see the Gorillaz with my dad. He took me there, which is pretty cool, can't lie.
I could be mistaken, but I think my dad did take me on his shoulders to see Fatboy Slim on Brighton Seafront in the 2000s. I think.
Iconic moment.
I did when I was like 20 see Gary Clark Jr., Steve Winwood, Carlos Santana and Eric Clapton all at like a summertime festival, and I was like, you know what, you lot are fucking sick. They were all granddads, and they were all like, do you know what it was? Steve Winwood. I was like, oh my god, grip me in higher love. I was like, fuck yeah, the 80s need to be brought back. Spice Girl all day long, yeah.
Let's go Spice Girl.
Mm.
We were doing such hard.
Angry Spice.
Angry Spice.
Angry Spice.
Are you going Angry Spice? I'm gonna go Emotional Spice. Jazz Cafe. It's one of my favourite places, venues in London. Would love to play there, or Roundhouse as well, like iconic venues. Outcast or something.
No, the Outcast are like the Prodigy. That would be sick.
Yeah, Outcast or the Prodigy. Yeah, that's the vibes. We'll lock them in.
Someone that, I mean, either the Beatles or MJ, but I feel like MJ, you listen to some of those songs and they're all just such well put together songs that just like, I don't know. I think like people don't actually give enough credit to Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I'm a big MJ fan.
Like I feel like if you actually listen back to like arrangements by my man Quincy Jones, come on, like they're just so, it's just so good.
Yeah, lock the fuck in. No, don't rush. Be patient. And stay consistent. I was telling myself last time, innit? Really, just would be. Don't know what I said. Give up. Run. Still here. Patience is a virtue. And it's coming. It's coming soon. Oh, that's good. Still being patient. I'm gonna say the Rick Rubin's book, The Creative Process, I believe it's called. I might have said that last time, but it's genuinely like you're a music artist. Like there's just some really good takeaways from there. So lock in, read that shit. You got one?
There's a book called Little Red Rider book, and it's a book that just has a little rider on every page, and it's really cute. And it just says like Pharrell's like, or the Neptunes. It's like like 20 bottles of Dom Perignon, belly dancers, and a Rolls Royce. It's sick. Tears for Fears. Everybody wants to rule the world. I feel like that would bang.
Corner of the World by Jamiroquai. It's quite an end of world song, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. I think it's fair to say both of us have been kind of on this trajectory from a young age. I always knew that I wanted to perform, always loved performing, and I always just had this draw into music that I couldn't see myself doing anything else. I'm going to let you say your origin story.
I once sang in my like school hall, and like none of the cool kids followed me, none of the hot girls followed me, and then after that I got like 1 or 2 likes from the cool kids, and I was like, hell yeah, I want to feel like this for the rest of my life.